Welcome to the Checkout Point, your quick dive into this week's e-commerce buzz with me, Alex, powered by Blicket. These 20 minutes pack the latest trends, news, and insights. Let's navigate the digital marketplace together. Ready? Let's go!
Hey folks, welcome back to the Checkout Point by Blicket.co. I'm Max, coming to you fully caffeinated and ready to dive into week 46 of e-commerce madness.
Only fully caffeinated? That's progress. I'm Rachel, and honestly, this week has been wild. I've been glued to my screen watching all the platform drama unfold.
Right? And speaking of wild, we've only got about 20 minutes today, but trust me, we're packing in some seriously good stuff. This is your weekly dose of e-commerce trends, news, and strategies that actually matter.
Oh, and Max, I'm super excited that we just published that blog post about buy now, pay later strategies. You know, the one with the 10-day plan before Black Friday.
Yes, that one's fire. And we're definitely diving deeper into that today because, spoiler alert, if you haven't implemented BNPL yet, you're literally leaving money on the table.
Like, a lot of money. We're talking up to 40% higher order values. But we'll get into all that in a minute.
So here's what we've got lined up for you today. First up, that buy now, pay later deep dive. Perfect timing with Black Friday breathing down our necks.
Then we've got some serious tea about what's happening with the big platforms. eBay's freaking out. TikTok Shop is basically taking over the world, and Walmart's doing some interesting stuff with badges.
Oh, and you won't believe what Shopify just revealed about AI orders. The numbers are actually insane.
Yeah, and speaking of AI, the whole search landscape is kind of imploding right now. Google's having a moment. ChatGPT might start showing ads. It's chaos.
Plus, Amazon's apparently decided they don't have enough businesses yet. So they're launching like 3 new things at once.
And we're wrapping up with some really fascinating numbers about holiday shopping hitting $1 trillion, with a T. But retailers are hiring fewer people than ever. How does that even work?
Right? Technology's wild. All right, let's jump in before my coffee gets cold.
Let's do it!
All right, so Rachel, we just published something on the blog that I think is going to save a lot of e-commerce store owners this holiday season.
Oh, the buy now, pay later guide? Max, I'm so glad we finally put this together because the timing is absolutely critical right now.
Right? Like if you're listening to this and you haven't implemented BNPL yet, you literally have about 10 days to get this sorted before Black Friday hits. And honestly, I don't say this lightly. You're leaving a ton of money on the table.
So much money. And what I love about this guide is that we actually broke it down into a 10-day plan. Because I know when we talk to store owners, the biggest pushback is always, I don't have time, or it sounds complicated.
Exactly. But here's the thing. Adobe just released some data that should wake everyone up. We're talking about real numbers here, showing how much BNPL is moving the needle for retailers during peak season.
And it's not just about offering another payment option anymore. It's become an expectation, especially for younger shoppers. Like, Gen Z and millennials basically see it as a standard checkout feature now.
Which is wild when you think about it. 5 years ago, this was barely a thing. Now, if you don't have it, you're actually at a competitive disadvantage.
So in the post, we walk through the entire setup process day by day. Day 1 is all about choosing the right provider. And this is crucial because not all BNPL services are created equal.
Yeah, and we get into the differences between Klarna, Afterpay, Affirm, ShopPay installments, because each one has different fee structures and different customer demographics.
Right. Like if you're selling higher ticket items, Affirm might make more sense because they offer longer payment plans. But if you're in fashion or beauty with lower price points, Afterpay could be your sweet spot.
One thing we really emphasize in the guide is the technical integration side. Because some platforms, I'm looking at you, Shopify, make this ridiculously easy. Like, you can literally have it set up in an afternoon.
But then if you're on a custom platform or something like Magento, you need to factor in more time for development and testing. That's why we say start now, not a week before Black Friday when your dev team is already drowning.
Oh, and the testing phase? We dedicate like 2 full days to this in the plan because you cannot afford to have your checkout break during the biggest shopping weekend of the year.
Cannot afford it. We've seen it happen, Max. A store rushes to add BNPL, doesn't test it properly, and then their checkout crashes on Black Friday. That's a nightmare scenario.
Absolute nightmare. So in the guide, we also talk about the marketing side, which I think people overlook. It's not enough to just add the feature. You need to actually tell people about it.
Yes, this is where you can really amplify your Black Friday campaigns. Like, imagine your ads saying, "Get that gift now, pay over time," or "No interest on purchases over $50. That's a compelling message during the holidays when people are budget conscious.
And we include some email templates and social media ideas in the post because we know people are busy. Just grab what we've written, customize it for your brand, and boom, you're marketing your BNPL option effectively.
The other piece that I think is really valuable is the section on average order value. Because here's what happens when you add BNPL. People start buying more expensive items or adding more to their cart because the payment feels more manageable.
The psychology is fascinating. Like, a $400 purchase feels way less intimidating when it's presented as 4 payments of $100.
Exactly. And for some stores, we've seen average order values jump by 20, 30, even 40% after implementing BNPL. That's significant revenue growth just from changing how you present payment options.
So if you're listening and thinking, okay, I'm convinced, but where do I start? That's literally what this guide is for. We've taken all the guesswork out and given you a day-by-day action plan.
Day 1, choose your provider. Day 2, set up your account. Day 3, integrate with your platform. We walk you through the entire thing so you're not scrambling or missing critical steps.
And honestly, even if Black Friday is already passed by the time you're hearing this, it's not too late. Cyber Monday, the entire holiday season, BNPL is relevant for all of it.
Plus, once you have it set up, it's there for 2025 and beyond. This isn't just a holiday play. This is becoming a permanent fixture in e-commerce.
So head over to blicket.co and check out the full guide. We've got all the details, the provider comparisons, the technical steps, the marketing templates, everything you need.
And if you implement this and see results, definitely let us know. We love hearing success stories from our community.
All right, so moving on to our next topic. Okay, Rachel, buckle up, because the marketplace world has been absolutely wild lately.
Oh boy, what happened now? Did someone finally figure out how to make online shopping even more complicated?
Ha, actually, kind of. So let's start with eBay, because they just dropped some major changes to their store subscriptions.
Wait, eBay stores? I thought those were just like a thing from 2005.
Right? But no, they're still super relevant. And here's the deal. eBay is restructuring everything. They're changing their pricing tiers and what you get with each level.
Okay, so for sellers who've been on eBay forever, this is probably a pretty big shakeup.
Exactly. And you know what? This actually ties back to what we were talking about earlier with payment options before Black Friday. All these platforms are trying to optimize right now because the holiday shopping season is coming.
That's a really good connection. So what's the actual change?
Basically, they're tweaking the benefits at different store levels, like how many free listings you get, the final value fee discounts, all that stuff. Sellers need to check if their current tier still makes sense for them.
Wait, speaking of making sense, I saw something about Walmart that honestly confused me at first. You can show the Walmart Plus badge, but still fulfill orders yourself?
Yes! This is actually super cool. So normally you'd think Walmart Plus means Walmart handles everything, right? Like their version of Amazon Prime?
Right, that's what I assumed.
But no, sellers can now display that shiny Walmart Plus badge on their products even if they're self-fulfilling. It's like getting the trust factor without having to use Walmart's fulfillment centers.
I'm not entirely convinced that won't confuse customers, though. Like, are they still getting the fast shipping they expect?
That's the catch. Sellers still have to meet the delivery standards. You can't just slap the badge on and ship stuff whenever you feel like it.
Yeah, your Walmart Plus order will arrive in 3 to 6 weeks. That wouldn't go over well.
Not exactly prime speed. But here's something that really caught my eye. Etsy is now letting international sellers charge US buyers more.
Wait, what? That seems complicated.
I mean, honestly, it kind of makes sense. International sellers have way higher shipping costs, currency conversion fees, all that stuff. So Etsy's basically saying, hey, you can adjust your prices for US customers to cover those extra costs.
But here's what I'm wondering. Won't that make US buyers just avoid international sellers altogether?
Maybe, but I think it's more transparent than sellers just building those costs into their base prices anyway. At least now you know why that handmade thing from Scotland costs a bit more.
Okay, but can we talk about the elephant in the room? TikTok Shop is now the same size as eBay,
right? That's absolutely bonkers when you think about it. eBay's been around since the 90s, and TikTok Shop is like, what, 2 years old?
I was just thinking about that. My younger cousin literally buys everything through TikTok now. She'll be watching a video and just buy the thing.
It's impulse shopping on steroids. Oh, that gadget looks cool. Purchased.
But this actually connects to what we're going to talk about next with AI and Shopify, right? Because all these platforms are racing to make shopping as frictionless as possible.
Exactly. And TikTok's winning because they've basically eliminated the gap between discovery and purchase. You see it, you want it, you buy it, all in the same app.
No wonder traditional marketplaces are scrambling to update everything. They're trying to keep up with this new shopping behavior.
It's like the Wild West out there for sellers right now. Every platform is changing the rules, adding features, trying to grab market share.
So basically, if you're selling online, you need to stay on your toes.
Always. These platforms aren't slowing down anytime soon. Okay, Rachel, I've got some wild numbers to throw at you today. Shopify just dropped their AI stats, and they are absolutely bonkers.
Ooh, I love a good data dump. Hit me with it.
So get this. AI traffic on Shopify is up 7 times since January. 7 times. But here's the kicker. AI-driven orders, up 11 times.
Wait, hold up. 11 times? That's like, if you were getting 10 orders from AI in January, you're now getting 110?
Exactly. And honestly, this makes so much sense when you think about it. Remember we were just talking about how platforms are evolving, like with eBay making all those store changes? Everyone's trying to figure out this AI thing.
Right, but here's what I'm wondering. What does AI-driven orders even mean? Like, are we talking about chatbots helping people shop, or is this something else?
Great question. So think of it this way. You know how you can now talk to some shopping assistants and they're like, oh, based on what you're looking for, here are 3 perfect options. That's AI traffic. It's people using AI tools to browse and shop.
So basically, people are letting robots do their shopping now?
I mean, kind of, but it's more like having a really smart shopping buddy who knows exactly what you want. And merchants are eating this up because these AI interactions are actually converting way better than regular browsing.
Okay, that's actually pretty cool. But wait, there's more to this story, right? I saw something about Shopify and Substack.
Oh yeah. So Shopify just became the biggest company ever to launch a Substack newsletter, which is super interesting because usually Substack is for individual creators and smaller businesses.
I'm not entirely convinced that's the best move. I mean, isn't that kind of like the CEO of Nike starting a personal blog?
Ha! I love that analogy. But here's the deal. Shopify's trying to build a direct relationship with their merchant community. It's less corporate announcement, more, hey, let's have a real conversation about e-commerce.
You know what? That actually reminds me of something. With all this AI stuff happening, and we're going to talk about Google's spam issues next, everyone's trying to figure out how to stay authentic and actually connect with people.
Exactly. Like, Shopify could just blast emails to millions of merchants, but instead they're like, let's use this platform where people actually want to read things. It's pretty smart when you think about it.
Okay, you're winning me over here. And those AI numbers really do tell a story. If orders are growing faster than traffic, that means AI is actually helping people find what they want more efficiently.
Yes, it's not just more noise. It's more signal. People using AI to shop are more likely to actually buy something because they're getting better recommendations.
So what does this mean for smaller merchants? Like, do they need to jump on this AI bandwagon immediately?
I mean, the numbers suggest it's not really a should we question anymore. It's more like, how fast can we? Because if your competitors are getting 11 times more orders from AI traffic and you're not even in the game,
Yikes, yeah, that's not great. It's like showing up to a race on a bicycle while everyone else has sports cars.
perfect analogy. And with Shopify pushing so hard on this, both with the tech and now with the newsletter to educate merchants, they're basically saying AI isn't the future of e-commerce. It's the present.
That's actually a really good point. The future is already here, it's just not evenly distributed yet.
Did you just quote William Gibson at me?
Maybe I did. Hey, I can be cultured sometimes.
Okay, so we just talked about how AI is absolutely crushing it for Shopify, right? But here's where things get super interesting. The whole AI search world is having like a major identity crisis right now.
Oh, this is good. What do you mean?
So, you know Google's preferred sources tool? The thing that's supposed to help you find quality information?
Wait, let me guess. It's not working the way it should.
Ha! Understatement of the year, Rachel. It's completely jammed with spam. Like, imagine trying to find actual good pizza recommendations, but every result is just ads for frozen pizza disguised as reviews.
Okay, but here's what I'm wondering. Isn't this kind of ironic? Google built this tool to fight spam, and now the spammers are just winning?
Exactly, and it gets even wilder. So while Google's dealing with that mess, Sam Altman from OpenAI just casually dropped that ChatGPT might start showing ads.
Hold on. ChatGPT with ads? I'm not entirely convinced that's a good idea.
Right? I mean, think about it. You're asking ChatGPT for help with your homework or whatever, and suddenly it's like, here's your answer. But first, a word from our sponsor.
That's basically what happened to YouTube, though. Remember when it was just videos without interruptions?
Oof, you're taking me back. But honestly, I get why they're considering it. Running these massive AI models costs serious money.
Speaking of money, didn't Perplexity just do something huge?
Oh yeah, they just bet $400 million with an M on partnering with Snapchat. That's like a lot of pizza money.
That's your metric for everything, isn't it? Pizza money?
Hey, it works. But seriously, Perplexity is basically trying to bring AI search to where young people actually hang out. It's pretty smart, actually.
That reminds me of something. We were just talking about how Amazon's launching that new shopping app to compete with Temu. Everyone's trying to meet people where they are, you know?
Super good connection. And check this out. While all this chaos is happening, Microsoft Copilot just quietly upgraded their AI search with better links and citations.
Okay, that actually sounds useful. Like, they're solving the problem instead of creating new ones?
Exactly. It's like they looked at everyone else's drama and said, you know what? Let's just make our thing work better.
I mean, citations are huge, though, especially for students. You can't just say ChatGPT told me on your research paper.
My sources? Oh, just vibes and AI. Yeah, that's not going to fly with teachers.
But here's what strikes me about all this. We've got Google fighting spam, OpenAI considering ads, Perplexity betting big on social media, and Microsoft focusing on accuracy. It's like everyone's taking completely different approaches to the same problem.
And honestly, I think that's actually healthy for the industry. Competition drives innovation, right?
True, but which approach do you think wins?
I'm putting my money on whoever figures out how to be useful without being annoying. Like, I don't want spam. I don't want a million ads. I just want actual answers.
That's such a good point. At the end of the day, people just want tools that work.
And speaking of tools that work, or don't, wait until you hear about what Amazon's doing with their new app situation. Okay, so Amazon is literally going full beast mode right now. They're not just competing anymore. They're coming for everyone's lunch money.
Max, that's such a dramatic way to start. But you're not wrong. What's got you so hyped up?
All right, so check this out. Amazon just launched this new app called Bazaar. Think of it like their answer to Temu. And they're rolling it out to 14 new countries. It's basically their everything for super cheap platform.
Wait, so Amazon looked at Temu eating into their market share and said, you know what? We can do that too, but bigger?
Exactly. It's like when your little brother copies your Halloween costume, except Amazon's the big brother with way deeper pockets. And honestly, it makes sense. Why let Temu have all the bargain hunting shoppers?
That's actually pretty smart timing, especially with what we're about to talk about next. Those holiday sales projections hitting $1 trillion for the first time. Amazon wants a piece of every single shopping category.
Oh, totally. But here's where it gets even wilder. They're also testing this robot-powered Whole Foods hybrid store. Picture this. Robots zipping around, grabbing your organic kale and artisan bread while you shop.
Okay, hold on. Robots? In Whole Foods? The place where people go to feel all earthy and connected to their food?
Right? It's like the most Amazon thing ever. Hey, you want that farm-to-table vibe? Cool. Here's a robot to deliver it. But seriously, it's pretty game-changing for efficiency.
I mean, I get the efficiency part, but I'm wondering, doesn't that kind of kill the whole Whole Foods experience? Half the reason people go there is to squeeze the avocados themselves.
Fair point. Though, honestly, if it means I can get my groceries faster and maybe cheaper, I'm not mad about it. Plus, think about the workers. They could focus on actually helping customers instead of just restocking shelves.
That's true. But wait, there's more, isn't there? I saw something about advertising.
Oh, yeah. So Amazon's also partnering with iHeartMedia, the massive radio and streaming company. They're basically letting advertisers on Amazon tap into iHeartMedia's streaming platform.
Okay, that's actually brilliant. So if I'm selling like wireless earbuds on Amazon, I could advertise them on iHeartMedia's podcasts and music streams?
Exactly. It's like Amazon looked at their advertising business and said, how can we make this even bigger? They're connecting the dots between online shopping and audio streaming.
You know what's interesting? We just talked about how Google's dealing with spam in their search results. And here's Amazon just expanding into every possible direction. They're not waiting around for problems, they're just growing.
Yeah, Amazon's strategy is basically, when in doubt, expand into another industry. Groceries? Check. Bargain shopping? Check. Audio advertising? Why not?
Next thing you know, they'll be launching Amazon Airlines or something.
Don't give them ideas. Though honestly, with how aggressive they're being right now, I wouldn't be shocked. Between the Bazaar app, robot stores, and advertising everywhere, they're really not leaving any stone unturned.
It's wild to watch. Like, other companies are trying to defend their territory, and Amazon's just playing offense in every direction at once.
And with those holiday sales numbers we're about to dive into, you can bet Amazon's positioning themselves to grab as much of that trillion-dollar pie as possible.
Speaking of which, let's talk about those insane holiday projections.
Okay, Rachel, I've got some wild numbers to throw at you today. Holiday retail sales are about to cross $1 trillion for the first time ever. That's trillion with a T.
Wait, seriously? 1 trillion? That's like, I can't even wrap my head around that number. That's a lot of wrapping paper.
Ha! Nice one. But yeah, the National Retail Federation is predicting this historic milestone. And honestly, it's kind of mind-blowing when you think about it.
So what's driving all this? I mean, are people just shopping more, or is it something else?
It's actually a mix of things. Inflation's played a role. Prices are higher. So even if people buy the same amount of stuff, the total dollar amount goes up. But also, online shopping has just exploded. Speaking of which, remember we were just talking about Amazon launching that new Bazaar app to compete with Temu?
Oh yeah, that actually makes sense now. Everyone's trying to grab a piece of this trillion-dollar pie.
Exactly. But here's where it gets really interesting. While sales are hitting record highs, retailers are actually hiring way fewer people this holiday season.
Wait, that doesn't add up. More sales, but fewer workers? How does that work?
Right? It's the lowest holiday hiring level since the Great Recession. We're talking at least 15 years. The reason? Technology and efficiency. Self-checkout, better inventory systems, and honestly, a lot of those jobs just aren't needed anymore.
That's kind of bittersweet, though, isn't it? I mean, those seasonal jobs used to be a big deal for a lot of people during the holidays.
Totally. It's one of those situations where progress comes with trade-offs. But check this out. Etsy's doing something super interesting with their holiday campaign this year.
Oh, I love Etsy. What are they up to?
So they're pulling back on traditional TV advertising, those linear TV commercials, and focusing more on digital and streaming platforms. It's like they're saying, why pay for expensive TV spots when everyone's watching Netflix and scrolling TikTok?
I mean, they're not wrong. When's the last time you actually watched regular TV with commercials?
Fair point. My TV remote doesn't even know where the cable button is anymore. But seriously, this is a huge shift in how retailers are thinking about reaching customers.
It makes sense, though. If you're Etsy, your customers are probably younger, digitally savvy people who are already online shopping anyway. Why not meet them where they already are?
Exactly. And here's what I find fascinating. All three of these stories together paint this picture of retail completely transforming. We've got record sales, fewer workers because of automation, and advertising moving entirely online.
It's like the whole industry is evolving right before our eyes. My mom still clips coupons from the newspaper, and I'm over here getting targeted ads on Instagram.
Does your mom know what Instagram is?
Barely. But that's kind of the point, right? Retail has to work for everyone, from your coupon clipping mom to the Gen Z kid who's never set foot in a mall.
And somehow, they're making it work. $1 trillion says they're doing something right.
Well, I guess we'll see how it all plays out this holiday season. I'm just hoping all this efficiency means shorter checkout lines.
Now that's the real Christmas miracle we're all waiting for. Well, that's a wrap on week 46 of e-commerce news, folks. And what a week it was.
I'm still processing the fact that TikTok Shop is already the size of eBay. Like that happened in 2 years, Max. 2 years.
Right? That one blew my mind too. But honestly, I think my favorite part was diving into the buy now, pay later stuff. I mean, 40% boost in order value? That's not just nice to have anymore. That's essential.
Yeah, and I loved how we broke it down into that 10-day guide. It feels actually doable, you know? Not like this overwhelming thing you'll get to someday.
Exactly. And speaking of overwhelming, Amazon launching Bazaar, robot stores, audio ads, they're literally everywhere. I joked about it, but seriously, is there anything they're not doing?
At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if they launched a space program. Wait, didn't Bezos already do that?
Okay, fair point. You got me there.
But hey, we really want to thank you guys for hanging out with us today. It means a lot that you choose to spend your time learning about this crazy e-commerce world with us.
For sure. And if you enjoyed today's episode, even if you just tolerated my terrible jokes, we'd love it if you joined us again next week for more e-commerce news. And yeah, probably a few more questionable puns.
And hey, if you want more cool resources, tips, or just want to see what we're all about, swing by blicket.co. We've got some really helpful stuff there.
All right, I'm going to go prepare for Black Friday. Probably going to stress test my own checkout page about 17 times.
That sounds about right. I'll be over here diving deeper into this whole AI search chaos we talked about. It's fascinating and terrifying at the same time.
Until next week, everyone, keep those carts converting and those customers happy.
See you next week, friends. Take care.
Later, everybody.